Okay guys, so like I said, today we're going to make a pettiskirt. This has been a long awaited video. Today I'm not really going to get into too much with this, but I am going to show you how I put mine together. So I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible because I know my satin trim tulle skirt video is rather long, so I don't want this to be that long. So I have everything pre-cut already, but what I want to show you guys, for those of you who have not watched my ruffle fabric video, I am going to show you. These are the rolls that I buy that makes my life so much easier when making pettiskirts or making chiffon ruffles. I will leave the link below where I buy these at. It's a great place. They come in different sizes, different yards. They sell other fabrics, which I haven't bought from them. The only thing I really bought are these. The shipping is great, customer service is great. I've never had any problems out of them. So these are what I use to make my pettiskirts. I have 2 strips of iron-on interfacing, fusible interfacing that I will be putting on the bottoms of this waistband, and I will show you that real shortly. And here are my cut up pieces here, and I have 2 separate because you have 2 sides. So I'm going to show you the easiest way for you to make these and make them quick and make a lot. So let's get started. Okay, so I have this cut, the long waistband. I have this cut. I cut mine into 6 inches because when you fold this, it's going to be 3 inches, and that's what my daughter likes. But first, we are going to iron on the interfacing. Okay, so you want to apply pressure when using the interfacing. As you can see, it's starting to stick down, which is what we want, but you got to press down on this interfacing. I'm using actually a non-woven interfacing, which is a lot softer, and it takes just a little bit more work to iron down. So you're going to do this on this side, and you're going to put the interfacing on this side. Then we'll get to the next step. Okay, so now that we have the waistband done, this is what it looks like. So for now, I am actually going to leave this open, and it does have the interfacing on it, if you can see that. What the interfacing does is it makes it a little bit more stable and easier for me to sew the chiffon on. And you would do the same process if you were using a satin waistband instead of spandex. Okay, so now that we have the interfacing on our waistband, what we are going to do is attach the ruffle to the bottom layer of the chiffon skirt. Now, if you don't know how to ruffle your chiffon, your 2-inch layer chiffon, which is what I use, you can check out my how to ruffle chiffon video, and I will make sure to link that below. What I do is freehand. I don't pin a lot when it comes to these because it's so many layers and it will take so much time to pin. So when I go to sew this, I normally take the part that's going to be the bottom and I attach it just like this, do a straight stitch, and feed it through the sewing machine. So I just take all of my ruffle here and just kind of set it in my lap. I have this L-shaped table, so I have this on that part of the table, and I'm just going to feed this through. Okay, so this is the bottom layer of my skirt, and this is what it looks like. Now there will be another layer here that will be attached, and this will eventually get ruffled, but I will show you that in the next step. Alright, so as you can see here, this is the layer that we just attached the ruffle to. This is my bottom layer, as I stated before. Sorry about the noise, the kids are home, so I'm going to try to talk as loud as I can, and I have a heater on because my basement is freezing, so you will hear that also. So I have this layer here up underneath my ruffle foot, and I'm using the ruffle foot because it's much easier to connect these 2 pieces and ruffle at the same time. So as you can see with this, where I'm pointing, I'm going to zoom in just a little. I have it up underneath here. And because I have it underneath, anytime you use the ruffler foot and you put it up underneath the 3 prongs here, it will sew straight. So the way you get the ruffle is by putting it in these little prongs here. So I'm going to go over, under, over. As you can see, it's ruffling. It's ruffling the top layer and it's keeping the bottom layer straight. So you're going to do these to both of the 2 strips that you created. You're going to attach the ruffled layer to the straight layer, and then that's how you put it on your skirt. So this is what it looks like. I showed you that already. So now what you're going to do is attach it to the waistband. So what I do, and I have my waistband open because this is the easiest, most simple way I found to do it. So you're going to turn both wrong sides facing you, and then once you now this is a part that I normally pin because this takes some time. So I'm going to pin this on one side, pin it on the other, and then I'm just going to do a straight stitch down, and I don't need the ruffle foot at this time. Okay, as you can see, everyone, I have the chiffon attached to the waistband and it's still open at this point. So as you can see, I have 2 blue markings here, and you may be wondering what that is. Well, it's 2 inches from the bottom of the waistband. 2 inches here, 2 inches here. So now you're going to take the waistband, still outside, wrong side facing, and you're going to take it and band them, fold it together, connect the 2 edges, and believe me, this is going to come out right. So don't think you're doing anything wrong at this point. So I like to pin because what you're going to do is sew up to the mark you made. So now you're going to leave this part. This part needs to stay open, but you're going to sew all the way down here, and you're going to sew all the way down here. Okay, so now that we have that sewn, you have your little opening here, and make sure, guys, that you back stitch when sewing because you don't want this unraveling. So now what you're going to do is take it and flip it right side out. Okay, everybody, so now this part is complete. We have the layers, both layers attached. You have 1 layer, 2 layers. All of this is sewn together. We have our opening here. I turned it the wrong way, but we have our opening right here for the elastic and the ribbon to go through. So what you're going to do now is take the elastic, take the ribbon, and you're going to sew this onto the end, and then you're going to take the other piece and sew this onto the end, and then we will feed it through and see the finished product. Hey everyone, so now that I've sewn, this is what your elastic should look like with the pieces sewn onto it. So what I like to do is take this through my, like right here, through the elastic and the ribbon, and then weed it through. So if you don't know how to do that, you take the safety pin, you take it here where the hole is. I use a non-roll elastic. It's better to use with these kind of skirts, with any kind of skirts really. I love the non-roll elastic, especially when I'm making kids clothes. So you're just going to continue to feed this through here until you get all the way around. So there you have it. It's all done, and you can adjust the measurements to fit your child. This one is for my daughter, obviously. It's just going to be a play one because this is kind of shorter than normal that I make it for her. But like I said, I will leave the measurements and everything in the description. You can adjust as needed. Like this one I made, I used another 17-inch elastic, so that would fit for, you know, an older girl, and you can make it longer if you want. You can shear the top part if you want. Also, instead of folding over and sewing, you can also leave the shearing part outside. I have done that before where I've just sheared here. If you are looking to make this longer, you can do that by making the waistband longer. I only have mine as a 3-inch waist because that's what I like for the day, and I hope you liked this video. Everybody's been waiting for me to do this tutorial, and I finally did it, so I hope all of you are satisfied. Sorry, I'm losing my voice right now, but make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel. Please give this video a thumbs up. So if you want to connect with me, all of my social media is down below. You can check that out, mostly Instagram. So if you're not subscribed to me on Instagram, make sure you do that. And I will see all of you next time. Bye.